Wanker is when you wanker. How can you explain wanker?
First of all, it's wanker. I've never, because it's purely a British phrase. Saying wonker is like no one in America says wanker, and so wonker. That just no, it's wanker. And a wanker is either A, just a twat, like a nasty piece of shit, and you don't like him, or there's someone who jerks off. A wanker. If you have a wank, you're a wanker. Willy Wanker.
I feel that I cannot take British insults seriously. Like they try their best, but it just doesn't do it for me. It sounds funny, so I cannot take them seriously.
Well, isn't that good? I mean, don't you want your insults to be funny?
No, but like you want them to take you seriously. That's where British people fail.
No, I mean, in Britain, it's like, oh, mate, I will shag your mum. I will fuck you up, mate. That is really threatening.
Funny.
If you hear that in Britain, that's really threatening. You know,
That's
like if
so
some
funny.
delinquent is like, mate, I will fuck you up, fam. I will shag your nan. That is really threatening.
That is so
Elsewhere in the
funny.
world, that is like kind of, it's hilarious.
That is so fucking funny.
Oh, you cunt. Oh, you cunt. Oh, all right. See ya. I think it's really funny. Honestly, I think it's really, 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 really funny. The fact that when I first joined, I was genuinely under the impression that I needed to not ever say the C word because it was offensive. And I know that it's offensive in some sensibilities, like I believe it's in like the US where it sort of has a more offensive connotation. But I mean, as any of the Niji Brits and like Sunny and Luca and the other, and Ren and Mari will also tell you, it's that in our cultures, cunt is just a word. Like, it's just something you call your mate. It's like, what's it? It's more in Australia, but it's also true here. It's like, there's a lot of like British literature and films and plays and TV and stuff where a lot of the characters would be like, mate, you're a cunt, and it's just sort of like it's just sort of a slightly aggressive way of talking to someone. And I was like, man. And there's one point in my very first watch along, when we watched Call Me By Your Name, I was genuinely worried I was going to get cancelled because one of the characters did something and I was like, he's a cunt. And then I realized I said that. I was like, and then I didn't realize that nowadays it's become a point of like, oh my god, please call me a cunt. Please, please, please call me a cunt. And I was like, okay, all right. I mean, I can get used to that, but I was like, all right, you know, it's a big change.